Welcome to another episode of Japanverse exclusive. Today's video is all about organization, and Daiso's product is a good place to start. Here are the best products to buy at Daiso. Let's go! Let's get organized with Daiso. Daiso Japan has all the storage containers you'll need to get your clutter under control. Daiso products are handy for both storing and organizing, and at the same time, quite affordable. Let's start off this video by just giving you a sneak peek of some of the new items that they have in the Easter section that are useful for storage and are also decorative. So Easter's around the corner, and because of that, Daiso Japan already has their Easter stock in store. Now this one right here is a storage item that can be pretty useful and is also decorative. So basically it's an egg with a crack at the top. If you're looking to store like small objects, things that are easily lost, that's a good place for them. They also have these bigger ones that are like Easter bunnies, and also they come with a cover at the top. They are 300 yen, and they could also be pretty useful for storing small things that are easily lost, and they match with the season. They also have these bunny-shaped containers in white with little white bunnies. And once again, we will get into major storages, but since these are seasonal and they're currently in store, we wanted to just include them so you can just get a sneak peek of that. Now, because these are seasonal, there's no guarantee that you'll see them after the Easter holiday has passed. So these are kind of a right now kind of item. Anyways, let's move on to things that you can get more year-round. And these ones are similar to the ones we just showed you before. They're good for storing small things and keeping them organized, especially on a table, dressing table, whatever it might be. Now, these ones are 200 yen and they're completely made from glass. Now, they only have two colors available at this store, which is this champagne kind of brown-looking hue, and they also have the clear one next to it. Now I think this is really stylish, and for the price you could add it to a countertop or tabletop and it would just give that kind of classy vibe. Really useful for storing things, especially if you have loose things that get messy a lot and you want to keep it together. It's a good choice. Now let's look at some of the organization things that you can find in the kitchen section of Daiso. Now, these have been in the store for quite some time now, but I wanted to reintroduce them, or rather introduce them to you, because they are really useful for getting your kitchen space in order. If you want to have different type of containers that are useful for storing dry ingredients in a very organized and neat way, these are amazing. Buy some labels or some sticker labels, pop them onto them, and you can get a beautiful layout. They also have these ones that are like hair lock. They're airtight, so if you need to keep something, or if you want whatever you're keeping to be fresh for a long time, then these are a better option than the ones before. Now they're all the same price, which is 100 yen. If you don't see a price directly on the product, it's 100 yen. But if you see a price on it, well, that is the price for the item. So the one with the bamboo cover, the biggest size, is 200 yen, while the others are 100 yen. They also have this big jar right here. It is, I think, 8 liters. And this one is for 700 yen. As you can see, it's written directly on the package. So there it is. 8 liters are like 2 gallons and 11. And this is useful for a variety of things, but mainly it's good for storing liquid things because it comes sealed at the top and prevents spilling. Over here on this shelf, also in the kitchen section, we also have these glass jars, and they are a bit bigger, which means that they can hold a lot more than the ones we showed you earlier. Now, these ones also have a airtight lock. As you can see, we're gonna open it, but it does take a bit of force to open it, which means that it is able to keep your dry ingredients fresh. You can also use them for like holding cookies and other treats, homemade treats. Now, do you remember those bamboo containers or bamboo top containers that I showed you earlier? We're going to take a closer look at them and the different sizes that they come in. Now, right here, what you're seeing is the largest size, and this is for 200 yen. So as I mentioned before, they're pretty useful for organizing the kitchen space. You can add a lot of dry ingredients inside of them, and it adds a nice little look to your kitchen space. As I said, you can pop a sticker onto them, and with that, creating a really organized space where you can keep your cooking ingredients and so on. They also come in different varieties of shape. This one is also 200 yen, much smaller, much more condensed, and more useful for things that you don't use too much of, because you don't want to have your ingredients like on the shelf for too long because, you know, expiry date and all. So this one is useful for things that come in like smaller packages. As I mentioned before, the top of them are made from bamboo, and the body, the main part of it, is made from glass. Now, these ones are not microwave, oven, or dishwasher safe. They're literally just for storing things, so be careful about that bit of it. They also have them in like smaller sizes and, you know, a deeper container. So this one is much smaller than the first one, deeper, but it is 100 yen. And as I mentioned before, one of the things I like about this is the cover of it that is made from the bamboo. While not exactly labeled as a storage container, they do have a variety of mason jars, and these ones can be pretty useful for storing things as well. Depending on the style that you're going for and the usage, they can also be used for storage and organization. Now, they come in a variety of color and a variety of shapes, and they're all 100 yen, which makes them pretty economical. Now, before I showed you glass containers that are good for storage, but they do also have the plastic materials if that is your style. Now, these ones are a lot bigger and they come with a top that seals well, so it's also good for dry ingredients. I definitely wouldn't recommend you putting like wet ingredients into these containers. They come in two different sizes, the small one that I showed you before and this larger size. Now, these are pretty useful for storing things that you want to store a lot more of. They also have these other types, and this one is kind of like a safety kind of container that you can pour from directly, and it also comes with like a barrier that allows you to not over pour or, you know, overuse the product that you store inside of it. So it's pretty useful for waste control. They only come with a white cover, while for my personal taste, I would prefer storage containers with a black lid. But Daiso tends to stick to this color formatting. If you want something that has more pop in color or that has more vibrancy in colors when it comes to storage containers, then Seria is the place to go. As for Daiso, they focus on functionality, practicality, and how much use you can get out of them. So once again, these ones prevent like over pouring, so it has like a barrier technology on it that allows you to not pour too much at once. These right here are great for storing dry ingredients again, but more importantly like pastas and more harder ingredients, you know, that are not powdery or anything like that. Once again, we are looking at storage and organization containers in the kitchen section of Daiso. A little later in the video, we're going to take a look at general storage that you can use around your house in different sections of your house. But just to kick off this video, we're looking at the storage containers that are available here at Daiso in the kitchen section. These containers have become quite popular recently, and you can see them in a variety of home goods stores. And these are storage containers for vegetables, and they're useful because they come with like a built-in strainer. So after washing your vegetable and putting them inside to store them whether in the refrigerator or wherever you store them, the water drains to the bottom and keeps the vegetables dry or not in contact with the water, so you can easily pour it off when you're ready and so on. Now over to general storage items. Now these ones have been in stock for probably a year now, and I really like them. They're cute, they're good especially for organizing your kids' space. They are made from rope and they come in various sizes. I think they come in two different sizes. Now the pattern or the design are Disney designs, and it's the Pooh Bear design and the Mickey Mouse design. Now, especially if you're using these with kids, they don't break easily, and also they can't like bump into them and hurt themselves too much because they're really soft and really safe to put in a space like that. Now this one is for 700 yen, 770 yen with taxes added, and you can get the smaller size for 400 yen. As I mentioned before, they are basically made of like rope material, so pretty soft, and they can really add some personality to the space. Now, wooden storage containers are always a yes for me. They give off that minimalistic vibe and they can easily fit into any space. Now, this one specifically, I liked it a lot. It had this design on the side of it, and it also allows you to see what is inside of it through the design. And of course, it is just really cool. The design itself is very attractive and could elevate a space. It also have these handles on it in case you need those. Now, wire baskets are always going to be a good organization and storage investment. They are usually very durable and they can be used in a multiple of different spaces. You can use them in the kitchen, you can use them in the bathroom, you can use them in the bedroom. Whichever you decide to use them for, they will fit in nicely. Now, Daiso has a variety of different wire baskets ranging from 300 yen and so on. They even have some that goes up to 700 yen. Now, depending on your needs, they have different sizes and different shapes, right? They have these small little handles on them that can be really good for moving things around. Now, a tip is that before you decide to go run over to Daiso and buy all these organization stuff, it's best to, check your home, make stock of the things that you'll actually need, what size you need them in, and buy based on your need. Now, allow us to take a minute or two to just show you a bit of the variety of wire baskets that Daiso have in stock. Now, we are going to do our best to show you as much as the prices as possible. If we happen to flash something off the screen too fast, that's okay. Just pull it back and pause the video and take a look. Now, this basket specifically is so good for holding like towels and so on. Because of the opening at the front, you could easily just pick one up and use them on the go. This basket is 300 yen. Now, these wire baskets here have literally been trending for quite a while now. I've seen them in many stores all over Japan, and the prices were a bit, steep, right? I've seen these same baskets, same quality, going for way more than the price that you see them at Daiso for. So if you're looking to hop on this trend and get this very classy, very neat organization basket, then definitely run to Daiso because they have the same thing for half the price that they're being sold for at other household goods stores. I promise you, they are the same quality. And if you don't believe me, you can go to that store that you saw them in first, check the quality, touch them, feel them, come down to Daiso and do the same, and you'll see that they are definitely the same quality item and you can just buy them for less. Now, these baskets comes in three different colors. They come in the black, the gray, and the white. So depending on the feel, the theme you're going for, you could buy your color based on that. Now, the handles are also made of bamboo material, which also adds to the charm of the entire thing. Still on these trendy wire baskets, they also have the square version to them. Now, these are not as deep as the ones we showed you before, and the variety of colors are not so much as the round ones. Now, these are for 500 yen, which means that they're more, affordable price wise. They're square, they come with handles, and the handles have that bit of wood on it too that accents, wood. The colors available here, however, are black and like a really dull shade of like navy blue. We'll show you in a few and you can, compare both colors together and see what I mean. Now, these are also a little trendy and they're really more affordable here and really great quality. Now, you can use this in your kitchen to hold vegetables, fruits, or you can use them in another section of the house to store whatever you like. Now, this is the other color that I mentioned before. It's kind of like a gray kind of vibe. It's hard to pinpoint what that color is, but definitely this one here is black. Now, over here they have these hand knitted paper storage baskets, and they come in three colors. They come in the gray, they come in that olive, or is it navy green, and they also come in like a brown wood nudish color. So if you're into the minimalistic, that is for you. Now, here's a closer look at the design of the baskets. I like them a lot. They have this, sort of feeling to it. I'm placing my hand on the bottom of the basket to just give you a scale of how big this basket is. It's not really big or anything, but it's not tiny because my palm basically stretches on the bottom of the basket. Now, here's the green one that I mentioned before. Very useful. There's so many options here at Daiso for storage baskets. And this is the third color in the collection. Still looking at paper storage baskets, they also have these smaller ones that are going for 200 yen per piece. They have them, with the black line in the middle, and they have them with that green that we saw earlier. Now, they're pretty soft, so they're not really hard. So it depends on what you want to do with them, but as I said before, they're paper, made from paper, and they have them in squares and they have them in this circle one as well. Now, I find these ones really cool, and as I said before, what you use your storage for is solely dependent on you. but they can be used in a variety of way. Now they also have these smaller rope baskets as well. These ones are made from rope, and they have like a blue at the bottom and a white at the top, and then they also have some that has that natural wood color at the bottom, and then the rope at the top. And we're just gonna take a look at some of them. Now, just a reminder, if we showed you a price on the basket, then that's the price of it, or whatever item we're showing you. However, if you don't see a price tagged on it, then that means the item is 100 yen before tax, 110 yen after tax is added. So anything with a price tag, that's the price of it. If it doesn't have a price tag, then it is 100 yen. Now, these baskets here, I saw them for the first time right before winter started, so around autumn, I saw them for the first time. They have like that fluffy exterior, and then they have the cloth material, like a satin cloth material on the inside of them. Now, these ones are useful for a majority of things, but I would say that they're pretty useful for storing like clothing, curtains, whatever kind of uh, cloth type of thing that you're storing. I think they're pretty useful for that. They also come with two big handles, so it's easy to carry things around or move them when you need to move things easily. I would definitely use this basket to store like face towels and stuff like that, and put them into like, a space for themselves. Daiso has a variety of different baskets, different storage bins that are useful for a variety of things, and they're all up to your discretion. They come with different materials, different shapes, different sizes, and really the possibilities are endless as to what you can use them for. So if you're looking to organize your space, declutter, or just having things looking a very, unified way, then definitely check out Daiso. You'll find something at a very reasonable price. Now that we've shown you all the fancy stuff, what is an organization video without the classics? And the classics are also available here at Daiso. Now, plastic baskets are very useful for a variety of things, right? And especially since they're made from plastic, they can be used in spaces that get wet, which is an advantage of having these. Now, they come in different sizes. There are ones with handles, no handles, whatever it is, they are here, and it's just about coming in and looking for what is useful. Now, the benefit to these, classical typical baskets are that they're all priced at 100 yen. So if you really want to stay within budget and stay below a certain price, and get like a lot of baskets for whatever project you're working on, these are definitely the ones to go for. You could get so many of them for so little. As I mentioned before, they're mostly priced at 100 yen, unlike the ones we showed you earlier that has like fluctuating prices from 700, 500, 400, 300, 200. They are all 100 yen and they can still get the job done. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you did like this video, then please drop us a comment. Would love to hear from you. If you like this video and you're interested in videos just like this one, we do make new videos every week. We make videos just like this one, shopping guides, store tours, anything Japan related. This is the place for you. Now, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again in the next upload.